Hello, writers, and welcome back to Spooky Writes, your channel all about writing. I'm your host, who is secretly a ghost, Kamal Onor. Today we are diving into talking about characters, specifically your antagonist or villain. So if you get any value from this video, make sure to give it a good thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Help it grow. It means a lot. And with that said, let's head into the storm.
It's the raven's call, the werewolf's howl, the vampire's fight. You search through the woods for safety, but all you find is... Okay, right.
You tired of reading villains without any sense of depth? Villains so unlikable and so one-dimensional that they make Bella Swan feel interesting? Maybe you're writing villains that just want to see the world burn because that feels dark and edgy.
Has been conquered by the Master of Evil, the Prince of Destruction, the Dark Lord.
Shuckles, that silly piggy!
Maybe your villain's only motivation is to take over the world.
Take over the world, Barry.
But is it enough to make your villain evil for the sake of evil? It works in other forms of media, of course. Take Darth Vader, fully dressed in black. The symbolism being that he is wholly evil. Should we be aiming to imitate visual mediums with our writing? Hoping one day that it will get turned into a movie? I hope the actor who plays my villain is a badass. Of course, there are examples of uninteresting villains, those that pose little threat, or those that are so over the top it's hard to take them seriously.
Believe in my powers!
I believe in the powers of my teammates.
In writing, I would suggest a more subtle approach to crafting a good villain. Remember, a villain does not necessarily see him or herself as evil. They can, but it is not a necessity. Let me ask you something about your character, and feel free to respond in the comments down below. What does your antagonist do when he or she is not committing acts of evil? What do they do on a lazy Sunday? The details you know about your protagonist, you should also know about your antagonist. What are your antagonist's likes and dislikes? Work on giving more of a motivation than simply because he or she is evil. The best way to round out your antagonist or villain is the same way you would round out any other character: motivation, causation, and personality quirks. Make your villain someone who has humanistic traits. They should have hopes and desires beyond world domination. Maybe your villain has a soft spot for cheese or can't stand getting dirty. Finding a balance for your antagonist between being evil and simply doing what he or she believes is right, but at opposition of your protagonist's character, is important. Give your villain human traits, qualities that readers can relate to. This is what's going to help make your villain likable, is readers need to feel that they can empathize with your antagonist, with your villain character. Give your antagonist a love interest. Give them a hobby, a passion. Something more than, I'm evil because the story needs conflict. Take all of this and it will go a long way to writing better antagonists. And with that, keep it spooky.